Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. We have mixed grain trade with beans up, corn and wheat a little bit lower. Outside market looks like stocks are going to open up higher, the dollar's higher, crude's higher, gold and silver is higher, while copper is a little bit lower. I think that the soybean market is trying to add a little bit of weather premium with the Argentina maps and southern Brazil maps a little drier. Overnight, the American model went a little crazy for late weekend, early next week rain event in Argentina. European model is not yet supportive of that, so we'll be watching that pretty closely. Northern Brazil is drying out, which should help soybean harvest and also should help finishing up the planting of the larger Brazil corn crop. This afternoon we have the State of the Union address. A lot of people will be watching to see how the president handles U.S. and China relations, what's going on the borders, our economy, and also what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. Tomorrow we have the USDA report, and I expect them to make major changes. Trade will be watching to see if they lower corn and wheat exports, while some people are raising bean exports, and we'll see what they do to Russian wheat and also anything as far as South American crop production. The word is that China was going to release some rapeseed oil, soybean oil from their reserves. Last week they bought 30 soybean cargoes March through August from Brazil, and so again, with all this U.S.-China relation deterioration, some people think they will not buy from U.S. for their crush needs. We also noted that domestically they're picking up in some of their meal trade to some of their hog feeders. We also, from a weather standpoint, besides possible rains early next week in Argentina, Southern Plains remains dry, and we're seeing some kind of premium added back to the Kansas City futures versus Chicago. And most of the rain is going to continue across parts of Arkansas, Missouri, the Delta, maybe southern Illinois. Dry spots in the U.S. remain central Illinois west and the northern plains area. Not much weather changes in as far as Europe and the Black Sea. And the tragic earthquake in Turkey may not affect the grain markets, but it has the Turkey lira at record low prices. So kind of a choppy trade into the State of the Union address, choppy trade into USDA's report tomorrow, and then we'll try to figure out 2023 global supply and demand, either from the USDA or from private sources.